Right. Welcome to this webinar. The webinar that you are joining, it's called Becoming an Asset, AI Asset for Your Organization. And I'm glad you're taking the time to join me for this webinar. You probably got an invite somewhere on social media inviting you to this wonderful webinar about getting a coffee with me. My promise to you is this webinar is not going to take more than an hour, but I'm going to show you how you can become an AI asset with your organization. And the reason why it's very important in 2026 and in the next 10 years to be the folks that are becoming an AI asset in your organization. So first, I want to thank you because I feel like you're already taking the huge first step to do this for yourself and for your own career. So welcome and feel free to after this webinar, especially for those of you that are watching it on replay, to send me a message. I will share my message. I'll share the coordinate how you can join back and ask all the questions. So let's get started. So the setup is I have a camera on this side and my presentation is on this side. So if you see me looking at this, I'm looking at my presentation. If I look at the camera, I'm gonna be here. So let me get started and start sharing the presentation. Right. So we're gonna get started with this presentation. I'm not gonna take too long, as I mentioned. So how do you become an AI asset for your organization? That is the question that everybody is thinking about today. That is the question you should be asking yourself. In this webinar, I'm gonna share five step framework for you to become an indispensable asset for your organization before the competition even allow you. It's a 90 minute, but I'm gonna make sure that we don't take that long. Okay, let's get into it. It started with a story. Not a story about watching technology change everything up close. I have been in the tech industry for 25 years. My name is Lizette Tuno. If this is the first time you ever met me, if it's the first time you ever hear anything about me, welcome. I consider myself, for anything, a teacher, a coach, a tech entrepreneur, a tech executive, and a serial entrepreneur. For 20 years, I literally have been paid. For 20 years, company pay me because I clearly understood where technology is going before me, most people did. So today, I'm here to tell you the biggest shift of your career has already started. And if you are joining this webinar, it's because there's two questions you want to ask yourself. The first question is, who believe AI will affect their career? Who believe AI will affect the career? Everybody should raise their hand. Yes, 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 right? The second question you should ask yourself is, who has the actual strategy ready? Do you have a strategy ready? Any of you guys have strategy ready? Probably not. That's why you are in this webinar today. That's why you should be in this room right now, because the gap is exactly why you are here today. Most people don't have any strategy, and that's okay. That is okay. That's why we are talking about it in this webinar today. Now, every revolution, I love this, and we need to talk about this a little bit more. Every revolution rewrote the rule. Every revolution rewrote the rule. History doesn't repeat itself, but it's definitely right. Every major technology wave create winner and left other people behind. We're not gonna call them loser, but they stay behind. So the question you always have to ask yourself is, when is the shift gonna happen? And who is ready when the shifts happen? Now, we know that the shifts has already happened in the AI revolution. And we are in the fifth revolution. I'm going to walk you through in the first industrial revolution, factory replaced craftsmanship and adopted the built empire. We know them all. The second revolution is the internet revolution. We were around that time, and we, as in like me, because some of us has been around for over 25 years in the tech industry. So we were around the internet revolution. We understood it, we were around it. It became digital first. Company rewrote industry overnight. And then the third revolution was the mobile revolution, which we all know that's when we had our smartphone. We were using smartphone to do pretty much everything, and it made desktop become obsolete. And the third revolution, believe it or not, maybe that happened in a very smooth way and you did not know, but that's the cloud revolution where everything started becoming remote. You know, your document was now available not on a local file, but it was available also on the cloud for you. That's it became, you can scale your document, you can it became the new baseline for business. That's the fourth revolution. The fifth revolution is the AI revolution, and it's now already on the way. The good news is the window is getting closer fast. That's why we are excited to have you today in this webinar, because you're going to build your own strategy before the end of this webinar. You're going to have confidence, you're going to have clarity, and you're going to have certainty about the direction you need to take in this revolution. Isn't that wonderful? I believe so. Now, the four type of professional you're gonna see in this area. The four type of professional, the four type of professional you're gonna see in every revolution. There are professional that fall behind, and there are always people that are interested, they're early adopter. But the four type you're gonna see in the AI revolution right now, the AI avoider, the people, you know them, we're not gonna out them, but you know them, they're in your family, they're your friend, they're even in your DM, and they're just AI avoider. They avoided, they're pretending that the ship is not happening. They are the highest group of risk in any organization, if you want to be truthful, because they're against it, you know. And I've experienced it, I've worked with people like that, I've managed people like that, and I know they're huge risks if they're in your organization. Sorry to say, they are constant avoided. You have the people that experiment, you know. These are the people that want to dabble into a little bit here and there. They don't have a system, they don't have a strategy. Some of you might be on the call today, you have tried, you know it's good, but you haven't seen much visible result. That's fine. And you have the people that are AI user, or we want to call it super user. They have tools that they use. They're using Claude, they're using ChatGPT, they're using Copilot. So they use the tool consistently, but they for themselves privately. And it's giving them results that nobody knows about. So some of us has been AI user for the last 5 and 10 years, and we are satisfied, we are happy. The last group, which you guys want to be part of, that's why you are in this room today. You want to be an AI asset. You want to be an AI asset for your organization. You are the people that understand that AI can help save you time. It can help you become more productive, be more efficient. And not only that, you are training other people in your organization to do that. You are solving a real problem using AI. And you are definitely leading change. That is the goal. Those are the people that we want you to become. That is the North Star. That's the direction we want you to take. And that's why you are in this room today. Now, we always, for every class that I give, every webinar, I want to know where you are. Where do you stand? What is your assessment? Uh, So I give you a 10-question assessment to get a sense of like your baseline. Where are you in this revolution? So are you an explorer? Are you a practitioner? Are you an AI native, an AI asset? I want to know. I want to know where are you. So I always, if you take any of my classes or any of my workshop, I'm always going to do an AI readiness assessment with you. It's a 10-question assessment. I want to know, who are you? Are you exploring? Are you a practitioner? Are you an AI native? And are you an AI asset person? Are you already there where you want us to be? Most people are usually between a practitioner and an AI native person. A lot of people are in the explorer category as well. So the curve is definitely like this. So it's good for us to know, because as an engineer and as a QA leader, and never get into any assignment, any project if I don't know the baseline. I want to know where you are, and then I want to meet you where you are. So the goal for us today is to determine where you are exactly. There's no shame in this. Wherever you are, we're gonna take you to the next level. That's how it's always been with me in any of my webinar or any of my masterclass. I always want to know where you stand, and everybody will answer this for themselves honestly. So let's take the quiz together and let's find out where you are exactly. So we're gonna make sure that you take this quiz and we know exactly where you are, okay? What does an AI asset actually do? An AI asset is just somebody who use tool. An AI asset is somebody, it's that person in your organization who you cannot afford to lose. One of the things now that I'm talking about being an AI asset for organization, what is an asset? An asset is something that bring you value. An asset, if we're not talking about AI, an asset, asset or liability, right? An asset is something that raise the profile of your portfolio. If you have a real estate asset, it's building up, it's taking value. Maybe you bought it today at 150K, and in 3 years it become 300K. So that's what is an asset. So when we say you are an asset for your organization, that you are somebody that is augmenting the value of the organization. If the organization have shareholder, they're gonna expect this person to be an asset for the organization. That means you're gonna grow the bottom line of the organization. You are somebody that the organization cannot afford to lose because you become indispensable. You have a huge impact in the productivity of the organization. That's who you want to become. You want to become an asset for organization, for yourself. Wherever you are, you want to become an asset. An asset is somebody that help you save money. An asset is somebody that help you save time. An asset is somebody that train other, give the value to other people. An asset is somebody that lead innovation in the organization, that just don't think in the box, they think outside of the box, they take initiative, they're ambitious, and they have drive. Those are the skill set, natural skill set. But now, if you compound and add AI to that, they become a rock star. They become an asset for your organization. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want you to be. That's what you want to become. Okay. Now, an asset is somebody that help you save money, identify and eliminate efficiency using AI power workflow to that reduce cost at scale. An asset is somebody that save time, compress hour of work into minutes, and does it repeatedly, not just once. An asset is somebody that train other multiple organization capacity by upskilling colleague and building share fluency. An asset is somebody that lead innovation, introduce new AI-driven process before being asked or get credit for it. So an asset is somebody that know what they were doing. Now, know what your company actually value. It's very important for you to know what does my company value. I work for a real estate company, I work for a finance company, I work for a startup. Depending on the company that you work for, you need to understand what to their value so you can truly be an asset for them. So most professionals try to be useful everywhere. An AI asset, you need to focus your energy where it counts the most. Every business decision and every AI use case can map to one of the five core drivers that we are looking at here. So we are talking about the five core driver that an AI use case can map to. And the reason why I'm teaching you this in this webinar or sharing this in this webinar is to make sure that when you are focusing on becoming an AI asset, you are impacting one of those five or all of these five area. So the five area is number one is revenue. Number two is efficiency. Number three is risk. Number four is innovation. And number five is customer experience. Those are the five areas that are very legit right now where you can become an asset for your organization. So if you work in any of these five areas, you can focus and decide, or if you have capacity or capability in any of these five areas, you can definitely impact these five area, and that will impact the bottom line of your organization. So let's look at revenue. Revenue, we're talking about growth, we're talking about sales, we're talking about customer, we're talking about acquisition. Number two, efficiency. If you are part of a efficiency task force in an organization, for instance, we in efficiency, most of the work that I've done in my career, most of the work that I have done in my career has been a lot about efficiency. Most of the assignment or consultancy that I do is around efficiency, because efficiency allow you to see all the process in the organization and try to see how you can reduce speed. You can, make it faster. You can automate. See where you can automate stuff, and definitely how you can do cost reduction. So, if efficiency, because efficiency rhyme with productivity. If you are able to reduce the time it takes, you become more productive. If you are able to reduce the time it takes by automating the workflow, automating the task, automating the project, it give you you become more productive. If you are able to reduce costs, guess what? You can spend that money elsewhere. So you are still also productive. So efficiency is the name of the game. So most of the AI use cases that you're gonna see, efficiency is top on the list where you can be really super helpful. Now, innovation, innovation. Yes. AI innovation, this driver allow you to create new product. It allow you to create new processes and have a competitive advantage ahead of everybody, because you are able to innovate, you are able to think outside of the box. Now, customer experience and satisfaction, there's a lot of use case in customer experience and satisfaction recently, because it'll allow you to do retention and have a loyalty, brand loyalty. Now, when you frame your AI contribution around any of these five pillar, your boss doesn't see you as a tool user, he see you as a strategic thinker. And that's what you want to be. So um now, so the step two, we talk about five step framework. So number one was the assessment and the different area where you can leverage AI. Now let's get into finding your AI opportunity. You don't need a job title to find high value in AI opportunity. You need to look at your current work with fresh eye. So what you want to do is you want to look at your current work. What are you doing, right? And with some new fresh eye and see the best opportunity are usually hiding in plain sight in tasks that you're already doing every day. So ask yourself this question: what tasks do I do every week? What take me longer than I should? What require heavy research or synthesis? What involve writing, formatting, or analysis? What could be templated or systemized? Because you need it's system, 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 system. If you are able to determine what you can systemize, that's where you're gonna gain the most. If you are able to determine where you can create template, where you can create system. It's system, system, system. If you can determine that easily, the sooner you can determine that for yourself, the better you are going to be and the more you can gain from AI. What happened for most organizations is they don't have any templates, they don't have anything in system, they don't have anything written down, they don't even have processes, and now that AI is here, they are lost. They don't even know what should I be doing to be able to get to where I want to get to. But if you are involved with formatting and analysis and synthesis, you can create template through these tasks that you have, and you can create system through that. Then you can automate it. So there's a layer to this. You can't just jump to automation. And it's funny that we have to always repeat that, but that's the reality. And for those of us that have been in quality and process automation for years, we know that, we understand that you always want to be able to determine, first of all, where are you starting, and then document the process that you have. and then you can automate it. That's just how it's always been, and it's not going to change because AI is here. Now, your skill map, what does your skill map reveal? What your skill map reveal is every honest answer to this question is actually an AI opportunity. So these 6 questions that I have here, if you are able to answer them with honesty, especially the high repetition tasks, I become your automation candidate. And I'm smiling because this is always what it's always been. It has not changed because when people hear about, AI automation, they are surprised, but this has not changed. My background is I'm a quality leader, more time that I can count, for more organization that I can count, and for more industry that I can count. And the problem is the same. I've managed a quality organization for more organization that I can count, for more industry that I can count, and for more project that I can count. But the problem is the same. If you have any task that you can repeat, those are your automation candidate. If you have any test that you can repeat, those are your automation candidate. So anything, that's how easy it is for you to determine things that you're gonna put in a system, things that you're gonna automate, and that's how you're gonna gain the value. There's n- we cannot skip that step. This step shall not be skipped. This is the rite of passage. You have to figure this out before you can get into automation. Even in the area of AI, this has not changed. This has not changed. This is like the bare minimum that you can do. So writing tasks become prompt driven workflow that take minute, not hour. So you gotta start with understanding your task, then it become prompt that become part of your workflow. So this step transform your just description into an AI roadmap uniquely yours. So this is how you can quickly determine if you are on the right path. You need to determine quickly what are the steps that I need, what are the tasks that I need. And once you find those tasks become your part of your workflow. All right. Build AI. So step number 3 is build AI workflow, not just habit. It's very important to build the AI workflow. So just using ChatGPT occasionally is not a strategy. AI assets build repeatable documented system that work every time and can be shared, taught, and scaled across team. Now, just using this is where everybody get it wrong. They feel like, oh, I'm already using ChatGPT every day. That's good. I know what I'm doing, but you don't know what you don't know. And I talk a lot about confidence in other, as part of my podcast and also in my reel a lot, and I'm writing a book on confidence. Confident people are people that know what they don't know and they're willing to go get that information. So what that means is if you think just because you use ChatGPT here and there, you dabble into it, you are a user, that's your Nivera. No, there's more to it. You have to be able to create some assets that are repeatable, documented system that work every time, that you can share, you can teach, and you can scale across team. So when you get to that, that's when you become an AI asset for your organization. So it's not just doing your little prompt in there, and some of you don't even know how to prompt. So you should come take out a class prompt engineering. But it's chaining those prompts, organizing those prompts into a workflow that can be used not only for you, but packaged so that other people can use it in your organization. Bam, that's when you become now the AI asset that your organization is looking for. And that's why you are in this room today. All right. So things like where can you do that? Let's get into a little bit more detail. Where can you do that? You can do meeting notes, right? You can capture, you can summarize, you can have action item for every meeting automatically. I have tools that are doing that for me already. I don't even got to think about it. I get my results and I can use it. Email writing, I do that as well. You can draft your email. I can just tell him what I want. He already know my voice. He know how I talk. He's gonna refine my email. He's gonna personalize my communication in second. Research and analysis. he know when I he already know most of the topic that I'm working on. I'm working on a startup. I'm working on a product. I do recession proof masterclass. I teach an AI asset program like this. So he already know. He even know he's gonna research the data for me. He's gonna give me trend in that area. He's gonna give me competitive intelligence rapidly. So he knows me and he know my research and he can bring all this information to me when I need it the most. Presentation. Presentation. I always say for me, presentation using AI has been a game changer. And I've talked about this multiple times, but let me repeat it again. For years, when I want to do a keynote or a presentation, this can start like 2 months in advance, meaning like I'm working on my presentation in the bathroom, wherever I am, I'm collecting data, and then I got to give it to somebody because as much as I love to speak, I hate building PowerPoint slide, because I'm never satisfied with my own design. I just like a beautiful slide that somebody else can create. And I just, because it's my engineering brain, and then my other critical brain, QA person, when they collide together, I'm never satisfied with the PowerPoint slide that I can do. If I want to do it, it's going to take forever. So with AI, I can just have my note structure. I've done a demo of this of how I make my presentation this day. I just write all my thought on my note. I do my research. I put everything together, and I just give it to one tool, and then it can create my whole presentation for me in a minute. And this is something you can do because it's gonna know your style, my language, my tone, how I like to present because I given him enough of my presentation and my YouTube video for him to learn from me. And he just creates stuff for me the way I want. I don't have to use everything he gives me, but I can spend the rest of an hour or two to adapt it the way I want, and I'm good to go. And that has been a game changer that have been saving me a lot of time of back and forth that I have to do with a team member, back and forth that I have to do with another team member, back and forth that I had to do with another team member. So I've seen a huge difference in my presentation in the last 4 or 5 years that I've been using AI tool to present. So this is a game changer. This is a game changer. If you are not doing it, you are so behind. Okay, now let's talk about Excel and reporting. You can automate your formula. I've used Excel and Claude lately to do my tax. I mentioned that in a video not too long ago because every year I always do my taxes. I always do my tax every year. But then every year I always do my tax the same way. I collect all the data. It will take me weeks. It will take me like I think I block a week in my calendar the first week of April or something to do my taxes. So this year I was like, you know what? With all this AI that I'm doing, why can I just not give my AI all this information that I've been doing for the last how many years? So I decided one night just give it to Claude, give him my old taxes, give him all my statement that I've collected and all the notes because I sit down and go through my year and collect all the noted. And I just give him everything and I say, bring me back my taxes. And he did. He did. And I even let him do it overnight. I woke up the next day, everything was pristine. He gave me option, and then I just spent the rest of the afternoon double checking his work, and it was perfect. It was perfect, which means he literally saved me from spending 5 days to 5 hours doing my taxes. So that is something you can do, and you can package it, you can create a workflow for it, and that becomes something your organization use, and you can share it at scale to people in your organization. That is becoming an AI asset for your organization as well. Okay, so when we say becoming an AI asset, that's what we are talking about. I don't know if you're getting it now, but that's what we are talking about. It's not just doing it for you, but it's doing it and packaging your learning so can share it for other people in your organization so that it become part of the system of your organization. Now, let's look at career tool. You can use it to optimize resume. You can use it for LinkedIn profile. You can use it for interview preparation. In one of the programs that I have, Recession Prove Your Career, this year, using for my coaching client because I just write it down all the coaching client want. I had a resume, I have my resume, and then I just use an AI tool and was able to clean up the resume, optimize the resume, allow resume format to be, and based on the job that they were looking for, I derived question for them based on that, and then I derived interview preparation question for them, even question that they can ask the client in the job. There's so much thing you can do. If your brain is not ready for it, you better be ready for it. There's so much stuff you can do. Now, usually I would love to do a live demo. This we can choose a task, but this is something that I think you can also do at home. Live demo, you can build a quick workshop workflow in 5 minutes. This is where everything click. You choose a task, that you do usually volunteer, name, real recurring task from an actual job, and then you build the prompt. We engineer the prompt for you. You can build your own prompt, you run it, and you can see the output right there. And then you can make it repeatable. You can save it as a template, and then everyone in the room can reuse it immediately. So that's something that you can do easily for yourself. Okay? Now, the five biggest mistake professional make with AI today. Most people aren't being held by the lack of access to AI. What happened is they are being held by how they think about it. That is a huge problem. These are the five mistakes that keep talented professionals stuck at experimental level, invisible to people who matter the most. Okay, so these are the five mistakes that people make, regular professionals that make about that keep them behind about using AI. Number one, they keep collecting tool. They feel like, they want to sign up for every new tool. My team last year had a researcher that was for the entire year, they were just trying every tool that's out there because my goal was to come up with the top 100 tools that are out there. And there's more tool coming, but I didn't want to keep a researcher team on and on. I just wanted to have this 100 tool out there that I can share with people to build your AI mastery. But you don't need to be that person. You can just pick one or two and you don't want to get depth into it. No, mistake number two that people do, using AI only when desperate. Exactly. That's not how you use AI. When you want to become an AI native person, as we mentioned, you want to be AI first. When you think about something, your first thing is, let me ask my AI, let me co-work, let me co-create with AI. So researching for AI last instead of making it as a first move. That's not what you want. You want. Mistake number three, never teaching others. That is the biggest thing. You see me, every time I learn something, I'm teaching it. If you are part of my CSI Academy and you ever take a course with me, there's always an update of the course available because I want to make sure that you learn. Even my old student, I still send them things, I send them newsletter sometime about something that I just learned or I make like this and send it to them as well. Because hoarding skill instead of becoming the person who multiply capacity across team, you don't want to be that because this is the biggest challenge that people are facing. I'll tell you, the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge that people are thinking is they're thinking, I want to be the one that know everything. I don't want to share it because, the job market is a little bit weird if I share it, but that's not what it is. In this area arena, if the more you reach other, the better you learn because you get to practice a lot more. Mistake number four that people make, they're keeping AI hid. They don't want to say they use AI. Everybody know you using AI. Everybody know, everybody know that you use AI, probably getting advantage, but never getting your innovation or efficiency gain. They don't want to say, they want to be like, the boss asks you to do something like, it's gonna take me 2 hours or 10 hours, and then you do it in 30 minutes, and then you spend the rest of the time twiddling your finger. That's not how it works. You can co-create with AI and you can build your own prompt library and you can share it with people. You can do this thing in an hour and then create another way to share with people. That's how you become an AI asset. The goal here is to teach you how to become an AI asset. Mistake number five, the thinking prompt as a strategy. No, knowing how to write a prompt is a tactic. An AI asset build system, not one off. So some of you don't even know how to prompt. So that one you need to get with us and take our prompting class. That's really important. It's a almost a 2 hour class with practice for you and a quiz at the end. So do that if you have not. I will definitely be happy to offer that class for you. So write to us. But This prompting is not the game, Prompting is step zero. Most people don't even know that. For the longest time, I didn't know prompting was the first step. I thought I know how to prompt, but I had to take a prompting class, and then that's how I realized that, oh my God, there's so many ways I can prompt better. So learn how to prompt, and then you use that to become an AI asset system builder. That's where the game is. That's where the asset is. That's where you become a mistake. Okay. Now let's move on. Now, let's talk about your AI career, Matt. That's really important to me because in my Recession Proof Your Career program, not the masterclass, in the program, and if you ever get an opportunity to join that program, please join us. We're going to talk about it at the end of this webinar. We diving into your AI career roadmap. It's very important for us because we dive into your AI career roadmap because, believe it or not, your career is gonna have a shakeup in this AI because a lot of people are saying they're losing job, but what they don't realize is some new job are getting created. So you need to be able to create your own AI career roadmap. We talk about it extensively in our Recession Proof Your Career. We spend days building your AI career roadmap, and by the time you get out of that program, you're gonna have your career roadmap in your hand for 18 months, for 3 years, for 5 years, and your 10-year plan, literally. So it's no joke. You need to know what is your current role right now. What are you doing? What is your starting point? As always, and what skill you can use that have not been on tap with AI potential. What can you do with AI today? And then that's where we're talking about in that roadmap, you're gonna have your training that you need to do, you're gonna have your tool that you need to use, and we're gonna have your technique that you need to use. So we give you tool, training, and technique and technology that you need to use. So build your AI career roadmap. It's important. It's what's going to leapfrog you into becoming an AI asset and to remain an AI asset for your organization for years to go. For 10 years, we build your AI career roadmap for 10 years because we are serious about your career and you should be serious about your own career as well. Now, we also build documented workflow that prove your impact with measurable result. We also talk about you're going to get promotion. Your AI contribution make you obvious choice when opportunity arrives because we want you to get promotion. We want you to get into leadership if that's something that have always been of your interest. We help you. We help you in that AI career roadmap to stack you up and get ready for promotion because at CSR Academy, not only we talk about AI, we talk about quality, we talk about leadership. So we give you a couple of to determine where you have gap in your leadership skill, and then we try to solve those, give you even traits necessary for those, and get you ready for that. So then you are ready for promotion and leadership because when we're building a 10-year career, we don't want you to be at the same stage where you are today. We want you to keep evolving and go from like one position in 3 years to another position in 5 years to another position in 7 years to another position 10 years. So we have all that covered. So if that interests you, don't forget to reach out to us. All right. Now, how do you become an AI champion? You are the go-to person in your organization for AI strategy and implementation. That's also very important to make sure that you are AI champion. If you're an AI asset, you are the champion. People will always come to you. It's good because that's also part of gaining leadership and gaining understanding and all the implementation, all the strategy of AI will go through you in your organization. That's also keeping you becoming an industry expert. As part of your AI career roadmap, we also talk about how you become an AI champion in your organization. That's very important. You want to be the go-to person in your organization for AI strategy and implementation.
I mean, if you are an asset, you're definitely going to be a champion. People will be coming to you to do pilot in different group, and that also make you become an industry expert. We also give you a strategy how you can become an industry expert and start creating thought leadership around what you are doing and your area of expertise. Let it be speaking, consulting, or coaching. How you create your personal brand that is outside your job, that is far beyond your job title. We talk about all this in your Recession Proof Your Career program. So stick around until the end and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Now, real story, real result. Okay, so going through an AI career transformation isn't theoretical. These are real results that happen when professionals stop experimenting and start implementing. This is real life scenario. This is something that I've done. This is something that I know how it works. I've been a part of this for years and in industry ranging from tech to construction to global finances. So my personal story, if you guys want to know a little bit about me, because we're coming toward the end, I'm a tech executive, I'm a startup founder. Um, if you guys want to know a little bit about me before we close out this webinar, I'll just run through a little bit of my credential here, if you may. I'm a tech executive. I'm a startup founder, a certified confidence coach, because I've been very passionate about confidence building in women and leader for years. So I went out and get certified in that, and I've been a career strategy expert since 2005, literally. So understanding your career, understanding how you can strategize about your career is something that I've been doing for over 20 years. I've been in tech for over 20 years. I've worked for company of the like of Apple, not Yahoo, American Heart Association. And my daughter was telling me earlier that I work also for Google, but I didn't. But I attend a lot of conference at Google over the year working in Silicon Valley. So she probably thought I've been a Google person because I have a lot of gadgets from Google. And I've led key organization and leading quality, building quality organization from the ground up for five startup back to back for five startup in the last decade. And I've been a QA director. That's my last role before I create my own company 6 years ago. And I've hired over 1,000 people. So we are talking about, especially in this sense, the AI career roadmap. I know what um, uh, hiring manager look for, and I know what a hiring manager expect from a candidate. So another thing is when we are talking about the recession-proof your career, I've been laid off, I've started over, and I've helped 100 to do the same better, faster, and stronger. So if it's working in tech, I've been a tech entrepreneur for the last 6 years. I've been full-time a tech entrepreneur for the last 4 years, and I have three company under my leadership. There's a new startup that we just created, and we are building our product from the ground up. So I am there's a common thread here. The story is the professional. You can move your career from one act to another. A career is not a ladder, but it's a full circle moment. So I am here to help you. I am here to answer all your questions, and I'm going to stick around until the end of the webinar to answer all the questions that you have. All right, thank you. Now, there's a lot more that I can say, but I am not somebody that like to keep the view on me. But if you want more, you want to learn more about me, go on my LinkedIn profile. My name is Lizette Zuno, and you will see everything that I've done over my career. And I hope it can inspire you. But if you want implementation, that's what we build. If you want was information, you already receive it. If you want implementation, now we can help you. I already give you in this quick webinar general information. I told you was going to take you between 30 and 45 minutes. I wanted to make sure we have enough content for you for 45 minutes. This webinar already giving you the framework, the mindset, and the map. But then we have a structure program, the AI Asset Accelerator. So you want to become an AI asset, we have an accelerator program for you, and that give you structure program. of community and coaching and literally like a 60-day plan to make it real and to make it inside your actual career, like personalized for you. This information that we had today is general, but let's say you are in finance, we're going to say, okay, this is what you need to do. Let's say you are in marketing, this is what you need to do. Let's say you are an engineer, this is what you need to do. So we're going to help you find the gap, knowing what to do and having the system to actually do it every step of the way. We're going to be a bridge for you using our AI accelerator, which is a framework that I created. It's going to help you close the gap with 10 structure model live with live support. And then we can have the outcome. The outcome is what mattered to me the most. You're going to be visible. You're going to have a documented AI portfolio that you can make it, and that will make you indispensable in your organization and make you the AI asset you want to be in your organization. Okay, so if you're ready, let's go. So the AI asset accelerator, what is that going to have? It's going to be a 10 module. As I mentioned to you, the AI Asset Accelerator, that's the program we're going to invite you in after this, if this make you interested. It's going to be a 10 module implementation designed to take you from AI aware to AI asset with portfolio, skill, reputation to prove it. You're going to have everything. We're going to start with your mindset. We're going to talk about prompt engineering, which is something I'll be saying that you think you know how to prompt, but come to our prompting class, you're going to learn a lot. We're going to talk about AI productivity. We're going to talk about AI for industry. Now we're going to make it personalized for you. And we're going to talk about your personal AI workflow that you need. We're going to talk about your AI career strategy and your career roadmap. And we're going to talk about your LinkedIn resume, interview preparation, how you become an AI champion, and then your 90-day implementation plan. That's what we are going to talk about. So these are what we have as part of your AI Asset Accelerator. Comment or tell us if you are interested and we'll reach out back to you. All right. So in your AI asset mindset, this is where we rewrite how you think AI as a career tool, not just productivity shortcut. We talk about your prompt engineering. I've mentioned to you that prompt engineering is not what you think you're doing right now. You can master the skill that separates mediocre AI output from exceptional one. We're going to talk about AI productivity. This is where we're going to build workflow that compound, saving more time every single week. And then AI for your productivity. We can apply the AI strategy specifically to your field, role, and competitive landscape. And then we're going to design an AI workflow. So we're going to design a customized AI workflow around the work you do for every day. And then we're going to have your AI career strategy. This is where we're going to position you for promotion, for raise, and for leadership in the AI space to make you using AI as a differentiator. Okay, so the 10 module will complete your career transformation. That's our goal. So if you ever was part of our recession-proof your career roadmap, it's similar to this, but we made this focus completely on your. So the second half of the program focus on making AI expertise visible to employer, to recruiter, and to the industry. Okay, so you're gonna get your LinkedIn, your resume, reposition your professional brand to attract the right opportunity in this AI era. You're going to interview. We're going to help you with your interview preparation. So you're going to walk into interview with AI power preparation that set you apart from the rest. Minute from that, you're going to become an AI champion. So you're going to learn the exact move to become the recognized AI leader within your organization. And then we're going to give you a 90-day implementation, a structure plan to turn everything you learn into measurable career results. So that's what we are doing, now. Obviously, there's some bonuses that we give in every program, right? So part of the bonuses that you're gonna have is you're gonna get a prompt library ready to use. All the prompt that we share, we always give them back. We're gonna have an AI workflow template that we're gonna share with you. So some of them are gonna be plug and play, but we're gonna make sure that they are customized to your need and to your industry. And then you're gonna get a weekly live office hour, direct access to coaching with me, Lizette Zuno, every week. You can join in by yourself or you can join in a group. And then we have a private community period at every career level. So everybody that's joined the program will be in a community and you can chit chat with each other. You can learn from each other. And then obviously at the end, you're going to get a certification. You are going to get credential that got you notice. That's what you want. Okay. Now, how much all of this costs? Because they have cost to all of them. Now, let me tell you, this isn't a call, this is a complete career transformation system. I say you add them up every component at individual market rate, the value will be clear, and the investment today is a fraction of what you pay anywhere else. So you have 197 for career strategy workbook, $97 for prompt library, 197 for the AI workflow template, 397 for every live coaching session you get in me, because every 1 hour coaching session with me is minimum 200 to 500. 30 minutes is 250. 1 hour is 500 with me. That's just what it is. And 147 is an interview toolkit. Yes, if I jump on a call with you to do uh, 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 a mock interview, that will cost you 250. So it's better you do a video, you send it to me, and then we do a back and forth. That's 147. 147 is for the LinkedIn AI toolkit to just help you clean up your LinkedIn quickly. 297 is for the private community that you have, and this give a total value of 1482. Let me repeat them all again, because let me repeat them all. So what is the value stack? The career strategy workbook that you're going to get, it costs 197. The prompt library that we're going to give you, all the prompt library that we're going to give you, it's $97. All the workflow template that we're going to give you is 197. Live coaching session, all the live coaching session that you're going to join is about 397. It's a little bit more than that. But if you decide that you're going to have a one-on-one coaching with me, 30 minutes is 250, an hour is 500. And then 147 is for the interview AI toolkit. What is that? Is instead of getting on a call with me to have a mock interview, you can do a video and you send it to me and we do a back and forth. I charge 147 for that. If I want to do a LinkedIn optimization review of your LinkedIn is 147. To be part of the private community is 295. So you can see that they all stack up and add up easily. So the total value is 1482, but your investment just today is 499. This is like a huge a huge reduction that you're getting for, because you took the time to come to listen to everything that I'm talking about, this AI asset, to understand how that's going to be valuable to you. The first 20 people that get in this is how much you're going to pay. You're going to pay 499, because I don't want more than 20 people in one cohort. So the first 20 people, I'm capped at 20, 499. The next 20 people, we're going to have another time for them later on, or we're going to create a second cohort, and it might be more expensive than this. So, but this is something that I feel like it's going to be valuable for you. If you enroll, you get a personal bonus from me. I'm sure my team is not excited about this, but these are personal bonus that I'm going to throw in right away for anybody. After you watch this replay, you're like, oh, Lizette, I'm ready. You send me a message. I send you the information to get pay. As soon as you do that, you're going to get these 3 from me. I always love to have one-on-one coaching with people that join my program, because I want to know a little bit more about you. You've been listening to me for like now 55 minutes. So I want to know a little bit about you. Just talk so we can start creating your personal AI strategy tailored to your role. I want to know your story. How did you get into industry and what are your aspiration and goal? And then I'm going to do your review of your resume right away because you're going to send me your resume and your LinkedIn. So those, I'm just going to take those out and do it for you right away. And then we get the conversation going on one-on-one before we can even start the program officially. You already have head start on everybody. This is not a discount. This is the fastest path to your outcome. I want to invest in you because you invested in yourself. So get on a call with me one-on-one. Send me your resume and your LinkedIn, and we'll get this done within a week before the program even officially starts. This is an investment of $4.99. I think if you look at this page, it's definitely show you everything you're getting, and this is a steep. This is a huge steep. If I want to book this program, this is like the second tier. The actual tier, the flagship recession proof your career program is 2,500. It's 2,500. So the AI accelerator is one powerful entry into working with me, Lizette. But for professional ready to go further, we have other things, but we want to make sure that we build an entire ecosystem for your career transformation because I am definitely into workforce management. Everything that I'm doing is because I feel like for me, it's my love letter. It's my gift that I'm giving to corporate America because I've been in corporate America for like 20 years. I'm transitioning now to workforce management into construction industry. That's what I'm actually doing. That's what my new company is about. And I'm taking all this skill and I want to go help people in the construction industry. But this skill, I'm packaging this in this program so that I can be part of my academy and continue to help people that are like me and that have been like me or interested in transforming their career to build at every stage. So tier one is where you are today. You came to this free webinar because you heard me probably sometime on LinkedIn or on some social media that you want to become an AI asset and you joined. So congratulations to you. I'll make sure that we don't spend more than an hour together because I promise that. Congratulations to you. Be proud of yourself. A lot of people see things on social media, they don't click, they don't follow, they don't go further. So you did, you stick around for all the 60 minutes. So that's a gift that I have for you. You have already got the gift. So now you need to invest a little bit more, $4.99, to get an implementation program called the AI Asset Accelerator with me. 10 module community coaching, 90-day plan. That's what you get, and I told you all the true bonuses that is there. You get a free call with me one-on-one. That's a 250 minutes. You're going to be talking the most of the time. You send me your resume and you send me your LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to do the magic on it. That's before even the program start. But the second tier, which is going to open very soon, is our 2,500 flagship coaching program, Recession Proof Your Career. And that's a personalized coaching, executive positioning, and industry expert path. Okay. And for every level is designed to move you forward from awareness. I hope today I have given you awareness about where you are, if you are an AI avoider, if you are an AI user, and how you can become an AI asset. So the next step now is to implement everything we have learned. And then the next step is you're going to be part of the AI revolution. So the choice is on you. You can start where you are and you can grow from there. So the professional who thrive will be the one who move first. And I hope you're going to move today. I hope I have convinced you that you should move. The professional who thrive over the next decade won't necessarily, um, one second, the the professional who thrive over the next decade will not necessarily be the smartest or the most technical. Nobody even care about technical people. And take it from somebody that have been technical for the last 20 years. Programmer are not needed anymore, but they will be the one who learn to combine their human judgment with AI to create exceptional value. And that's what I'm calling them. I'm calling becoming an AI asset for your organization. So my goal is not to teach you how to use AI. No, I hope my goal is to make you sure your manager, your client, your industry see you as somebody that they cannot afford to lose. They see you as somebody that is indispensable and that is an AI asset for the organization. That is my goal with this webinar. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you in the accelerator. Bye. So start today. Join the AI accelerator. It's only $4.99 and let's begin. Move fast. I told you the first 20 spot will receive a personalized one-on-one from me. And then you can become leading the change. You can become an AI asset for your organization before someone else take the role. Thank you, love you, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.